Hi, this is Paul from Foresight Tech. In this video, we are going to deal with the future value for linear model. That's to predict the future, which is the second step for modeling. Let's see the outline. First, I will introduce the formula for finding future value. Then we will practice two questions together about how to use the formula. Let's see the material. Here is the formula for finding future value. We can see as Pn equals P0 plus D times N. You will say this is just the old formula, right? Explicit formula. Yes, it is. Explicit formula just gave us what is the future value, okay? Because Pn is just the future value, right? Okay. Of course, someone will say we have a lot of other formulas, alternative formula. Yes, we do. Okay, so sometimes we use this formula. This is the most common. Sometimes we use other explicit formula or alternative formula, all the same. Okay, let me highlight. Okay, so where is the future value? So this is the future value, right? Okay, so if I write here, this is the future value. And now how to find the future value? You know, if we need to find the future value, what do we need? What is P0? P0 is the initial value. We need where the model start right from. Okay, this is the initial. What is D is the common difference, which means how fast the model goes up or goes down, like that. And the N is how long the time passed. Okay, all we need is these three. If we know these three and then do calculation, we can find what is the value in the future. Okay, now let's going to practice two questions about how to use the explicit formula for the future value. Here is the first question. Pam is a disc jockey. Every week she buys 3 new albums to keep her connection current. She currently owns 450 albums. How many albums does Pam have after connecting for 10 weeks? What does this mean? This is a linear model, of course, because she connected 3 more, right, every week. This is the common difference. And she currently has this the initial. So the model starts from the initial goes up, right? This is a growth model. Now we need to know how many albums Pam have in 10 weeks, right? In 10 weeks. So we can do the simple way. Okay, so we use the common formula. Let me see. I will use this. I will use a P. Now is Pn is P10, right? Because 10 weeks. We're talking about the week by week. So therefore, we look at P10. What is P10? P10 equals P0 plus N times D, right? Now N is 10, so 10 times D. Of course, what is D? D is here, right? This is D. This is P0. We know this is P0. Now just plug, see, and the P0 is 450, right? And the D is 3. Therefore, we do calculation. What do we get? We get 450 plus 10 times 3, which is 450 plus 30. Then there's 480. Can you see? 480 should be the answer. Okay, whereas 480 we can see is 480B, right? So B is the answer. But you will say, why did you use Y? And the Y here, they use Y because we have other alternative formulas for the future value. Do you remember if we use the algebra way, which means Y equals mx plus B, and then we have that. If you like, I also can do that way. Or we can do this. Or we can just use Y equals mx plus B. So do the same way, right? What is M? M is the slope. Slope is D, the common difference, which is 3. What is B? B is the initial value, which is P0 for 50. Can you see? Of course, we get the same. And then we plug in is so what is X? Let me show one more. What is X? Of course, X is in 10 weeks, therefore X is 10. Okay, and then we plug everything. So it's 3 times 10 plus 450. How many? The same, right? We get 480. Definitely is the same. Okay, so this is the first question. Then we're going to practice one more question. Here is the second question. The price of a car is $20,000 today. Each year, the price will increase $1,500. What will be the price in 10 years? And we say this is a linear model because it increases the same number every year, right? This is the common difference. And the 20,000 is the starting point, the initial value. Now, what do we need to find the future value in 10 years? Is build the model and then to find the future, right? Okay, let me use the common model. Okay, so let me show this. We can use this Pn equals P0. Okay, so now n is 10, right? Okay, so we use this P10 equals P0 plus n times d. Okay, now is n is 10, so 10 times d. We need what is P0. We're going to find that this is P0, right? What is d? And this is d. The common difference. And then we plug into here. P0 is 20,000. And the d common difference is 1,500. And then we just do calculation. Okay, so 20,000 plus 10 times 1,500. Okay, so do calculation is 20,000 plus 15,000, right? 15,000. And add them together, we get 35,000. See, and we get the answer. Therefore, is 35,000. The answer is C, right? Okay, and that's all. Thank you. I hope you enjoy learning on this topic. If you have any question, please leave your comment. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for your support. Please don't forget, you are very welcome to subscribe to my channel for more videos. In the next video, let's see. We are going to deal with the initial value for linear model. Hope to see you there. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.